Today we are making this soap that was made inspired by anger from inside out. I made this soap inspired by anger because I wanted to do the fire hair like I've seen other people do, make fire things on their soap with this, and I thought that that looked so fun, so I did it. And also because Inside Out, I used to watch Inside Out because when we would go to the hospital in San Francisco for appointments, always on the 5th floor waiting room they played Inside Out. This was really fun to do, so I hope this soap is enjoyable for other people because I want to make it again already. It was fun. Well, let's get into it. Today we are making the soap that I designed inspired by anger from Inside Out. Here's the drawing and all of the calculations. I just did more math than I have done in years. We're gonna start with the oils and the lye water. Today's just being one of those days where it takes me a very long time to do anything and I don't know why. But here we are, we're going to blend up the oils and the lye water. Now I'm going to split up the batter into the multiple colors. I think we're just going to go for it. I have to bring the scale in for this because I didn't know how else to divide it up. We will start with the biggest one, which is going to be for the red. I'm probably not going to actually be able to blend these ones in these containers. I thought that these were bigger, but it seems that these cups are 12 ounces. And the last two, and this will show us if I have calculated correctly or not, which I don't think I did by looking at what is happening here. Nope, I definitely didn't calculate correctly. Well, now what do I do about that? I think that means I'm going to turn off the camera and calculate some more, and then I'll come back. Wow, hopefully I over-measured on some of these perfectly. And now we can start blending for the colors. The first one, so that was for the colors, or for the fragrance oil based on the color. So we're going to start with this little container. So we'll put it back into here. I don't know why my batter looks kind of curdled already, but that's a thing. It's the first time this has ever happened to me, so I guess we'll just hope for the best. 6 grams of cinnamon. And now here's the colorant for it. Now we blend. And now we pour it into the mold. Hope I got all of it mixed in. It was kind of hard to do, but I also want it to be hard enough that it's not going to get pushed out of the way when I pour the next color on. Now we're going to tap this down to get it to be as flat as possible before mixing up the next color. that's enough. Now we pour in the next color. I'm going to do it like I normally do, where I pour a little bit into the colorant container and then mix it up a little bit. And now the rest of the soap. And now we need to measure the cinnamon oil for this one, which is also 6 or 7. And now we blend up this one. I blended the lighter brown some more. Earlier when I was mixing the colorants, I put the titanium dioxide and brown colorant in, and then I thought that it looked too light, so I added some more brown, and it made it a little bit darker than I was expecting. So next time I'll probably just leave it with just the one bit of brown. We're going to prevent it from breaking through the surface of this with the spatula, but I think that it should be fine because the dark one was so set up. We're going to tap this one down too. Now we do the red, which doesn't need to be transferred into another container, so we just start with the essential oil part. And this one is the red. Y'all ran out of battery, so now I have you down here. But is this a really, really awkward angle? I kind of think it is, but this is what we're going with for right now. Oh my gosh, look at the blender from all of that. I don't know why I was such a mess today. So now we can blend up this red one. I used a different red colorant than I have used in the past, so we shall see which one I like more. This one was called My Red Obsession. The one that I did used in the red zebra soap. That one is Trial by Fire. I'm blending this one so much because I want them to be thick enough to not push out of the way when I put the next one on. But I feel like that means that this might be able to be cut tomorrow. Usually right now I'm waiting for 2 days because it's been the winter and it's humid and cold here in the winter. But also I found that the soaps really appreciate that extra time in the mold. When I did the tea tree and cinnamon soap, that one was ready to come out with like by that evening, but I left it in the mold still. Okay, I think it's ready to pour now. And then I'll have a bunch of this one left over though, because it is also going to be on the top part that I'm doing trying to make it kind of look like a fire. And I saw Royalty Soaps do this on the Hades soap for his blue fire hair, but I'm trying to do fire colored fire hair. Now we'll put on this top layer. I'm going to protect the lighter brown with the spatula again, but I don't even think it's necessary. Let's see. Spatula did leave a little dent. So satisfying to watch it cover the color beneath. Now we'll tap this one. But now we need the chopstick. Okay, so now this. I'm going to set it to the side also with the remainder of the red to put that on the top of the fire hair. And now I'm going to mix the orange and the yellow. We're going to start with the yellow and the last one. Perfect. This container is going to be for the orange. And I'll put in the yellow colorant before I blend up the orange. Now to blend up these little ones. Oh my gosh, the greatest thing. Ready? This blender head in this hole are exactly the right size. I was like, yes! When I saw that, I was like, that's so amazing. Love it. Although I may be creating like the most aerated layer of soap there ever was right now, because that is not a lot of soap, especially for as much blending as I just did to it. Now I'll set this one aside and work on the orange one. The colors for the fire hair are ready, so I'm going to spatula them on, but I'm going to do it in silence because it's going to take all of my concentration. And I'm going to turn it this way so that I can make sure it's in the middle. All done, and we will spray it and then come back and cut it tomorrow or the next day. Bye! It's been a few days and the Anger soap is ready. This red is definitely not as red as the other one that I've used. This red is more of an orange. I don't know if it really looks that different. And apparently I didn't do the layers very even either. We're gonna try it standing up. This layer is hard. It's through. It looks so good. This is actually exactly what I was going for. This is the end piece, so it has a hole, but we get the point. And my fire actually turned out really good. That is almost exactly what I was going for. Ooh, a little bit of dark got up there. Although that's kind of awesome that it's right in the middle too, because in the movie, Anger has a button. Yay. I hope in some of them that the fire is more pointy, but I think it's because of how thick it was by the time I put it on. I don't know why, but this whole soap got really thick really fast. The cinnamon did not help that, but I don't think that's what caused the whole thing. Ooh, this one's pointy a little bit. Now we'll wipe down the wires and then cut the other little bit. We're gonna try cutting this one on its side and see if that makes cutting these taller soaps easier. I didn't need a box, and I didn't push it down, like use my entire body weight, so I'd say on the side is how it should be done. Thank you for making Anger soap with me. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'll see you next time. Bye!